Well, hello wrestling fans, welcome back to Tweet Wrestling, the world of retro wrestling. And of course, in this video, we'll be taking a look at Wave 4 of the WWE Retro 4-pack, which features The Undertaker, Big Van Vader, Jerry The King Lawler, and Paul Bearer. Yeah, so we're going to take a look through at the Wave 4 wrestling figures from Mattel Retro. And for me, it's one of the best ones that they've done so far. It's like as if they're homing in the skills and going for quality rather than quantity. These have got like a sliding backing card, if you like, not like your traditional, which is different for me. I'm not really a big fan of it because you can't really get the figure signed, but it's definitely worth a go. Hey, anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tweet Wrestling, the world of retro wrestling, and let's take a look at the wrestling figures. First up, we have Jerry the King Lawler, fully with his crown. And again, as I say, this reminds me of SummerSlam 93, so that the early to mid 90s, should we say. That's a theme. Undertaker, that's where he had a broken cheekbone, I believe, and the attire, the figure, it matches up to 1995. The next figure out, we have, just storing these right before they fall everywhere, Big Van Vader. I used to love Vader in WCW, and it's about time that we had something like this because we never got a Gloob wrestling figure of Vader, and bizarrely there's no one making Gloob wrestling figures today. We'd love to see one. And last up, finally a manager worth having, Paul Bearer. Saying that the Jimmy Hart one was good, just that I think this Paul Bearer figure is the next level, and it's definitely worth picking up. I like what they've done with the backing cards. It's black and white as it should be, but you can see that it's like now slide on, slide off. Well, I'm not really a fan of that. I prefer the old bubble where you had to break it off from the packet. Maybe it's a cost thing, I do not know, but hey, if it means getting retro figures, we'll have to go along with that. Just taking a look as well now at the back of the card, so the black and white, just the figures, what you get, and the action moves that they do. And yeah, very, very happy with what they've done here. And my favourite from this lot is Jerry the King Lawler. I think they've got everything bang on perfect with a figure. And now it's time to take a closer look individually at the wrestlers as I slide them open. First wrestler up then, Paul Bearer. Finally, Paul Bearer wrestling figure. I'd have loved a Hasbro version of this back in the day. So you can see there, it just slides off easy. It has got the urn. And let's have a closer look at this figure now. Perfect with size, perfect with look. Just have to pause this because it's quite hard to get the urn out of the packet. And you can see that the urn fits perfectly in the right hand of Paul Bearer. So the next quest for me is to dig out the retro Undertaker and see if we can get the urn to fit in there. Very good that we're getting accessories now as well, because I think that's what let the retro line down originally. Paul Bearer, one of the great wrestling managers of our time. That character, the whole look here is perfect. And wow, 10 out of 10. Very happy with that one. Next up is the masked Undertaker figure, very similar to the ones that we've seen previously from Mattel. More of a stocking filler for me, this one, and just like change of head. A little bit of a repaint, more of a darker purple, darker hair as well. But now we can have Undertaker versus Undertaker. Look at that, amazing. Just a press slam motion. The mask isn't removable, which is totally understandable. Who wouldn't want an Undertaker wrestling figure, hey? I do prefer the card on the original Undertaker Retro figure. Was that from Series 1? I think it just had more of a glaring pose. But the action figure itself, absolutely perfect. And there you can see it, out the packet and against the backing card. Don't forget to pick up a copy of wrestling merchandise of the 1990s, full of retro wrestling. I'd appreciate it if you pick that one up, wrestling fans. Thank you very much. Next figure is Vader. As I was saying, Galoob never did one of Vader back in the day. WWE, well, it was Jakks by then, so we never had this. Everything here is in proportion. It looks like Vader. He's not too slim, he's not too fat. And he does the headbutt motion. I think the facial mask that they've done with it, it's perfect, really. Then the body, as I say, it just fits in. Very Big Van Vader like. 95, 96 Vader. Fantastic wrestler. In his time, pure bad guy. And yeah, another one to the collection. This got me thinking, would you like to see the line head over to like a WCW line or a range? Maybe we could have like a Cactus Jack, Stunning Steve Austin, Dustin Rhodes, and that would make for a nice addition to any collection because they are the wrestling legends of our time. Who do you add from the WCW time? Anyway, last up is Jerry the King Lawler, my favourite figure from this lot. See the backing card, the front of the card. Just going to open up now. And what I like most about this, bizarrely, is that the crown or the hat, it is actually as one piece. It doesn't come off. Now you think, oh, why would Mattel do that? But Hasbro did that. Think of the Undertaker Series 4 figure, Sergeant Slaughter's hat. So many wrestlers, Mountie, they had the hats on whilst wrestling, you know. So I think they got that one right. And the look, the feel, well in proportion. It's absolutely gem in 10 for me. The only thing now is to get this one signed up by Jerry Lawler, but that'll be difficult. I'm sure it could happen. So anyway, we're taking a closer look. Very happy with these, you know. I mean, I think it was Series 1, Series 2, I just thought they were weak. But now I look at them closer and I'm thinking, yeah, the quality's there. And can't wait for more wrestling fans. So anyway, thanks for taking a look. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Tweet Wrestling, the world of retro wrestling. Goodbye for now.